All right. So here I am on John's podcast. The podcast is called
John and John Talk Stuff. That's what I'm posting it, but I think we need to have the Fatty and Tub show.
Yeah, Fatty and Tubbs needs to come back.
Fatty and Tubbs
needs to come back.
Because so what you guys don't understand is King and I we lived together a couple different times, but all we would do is sit and bullshit. But it was some of the funniest shit.
Just think of scenarios that didn't really exist, but how if they could, they'd be hilarious.
Yeah,
just stuff like that.
Great. Yeah, it was the best. And so we were thinking about what to do for this video. So we're gonna do some shorter videos on different subjects, and they're mostly gonna stick to the subject instead of wandering off through it,
which we tend to do
because we're fucking hilarious. And you had a good one. What was it?
The one I wanted to talk about was I've always thought about what I would do if I had an unlimited supply of money. Like, not just rich, but like I could do anything I wanted and I'd always have the money.
Like almost like Brewster's Millions.
Right.
So you just have...
Which was a great movie, by the way.
It's a good movie.
John Candy, Richard Pryor.
So good.
One of the most underrated baseball movies ever. So I'm thinking, okay, let's throw out all the obvious, okay? Anybody who has all this money, you're going to buy your mom a house, okay? You're going to buy you and Lisa a house. You're going to buy a car.
Everything's taken care of.
You're going to pay everything off. You're solid. Like, you're set for life.
And people that say that, like, I pay off my debt. Okay, yeah, of course you have to fucking do that. Like, this is fun money. This is like ludicrous Willy Wonka type shit, right?
Yeah. I'm talking about, like, okay, so all that stuff's taken care of. It's a Tuesday. I'm off. What am I going to do today? I'm going to go to McDonald's.
I love that you say you're off. You have all the money in the world. Like, where would you, like,
yeah, apparently I still work. I still work my same job with the same stress levels, but I'm rich and I can do anything I want.
Could you imagine just being like you're still working, you're miserable as fuck, and they're like, don't you have all the money?
They're like, what aisle are this is soup in? I'm like, I don't fucking care. Here's $100. I'm just going to go home.
You're like stock at the bottom shelf trying to get up and realizing that you could just have like...
Just make it rain on an old lady in a fucking Mark cart. Just...
Or you could just look it up and just be like, how much money to just leave me alone?
I'd do that all day. I would do that all day.
People just come up and you're like, hey.
Can you tell me where the soup is? I'd be like, can I tell you where this 100 is and we'll call it good? And I'm never going to show them where the soup is.
The best part is you could still work, but just hire someone, like hire 3 people to do your job. Just crappily.
But pay them right out of my own check. It doesn't even cost the store anything.
It doesn't.
I just pay them myself.
Good to go. So after you get off of work, so you're not working. So what are you going to do?
So, like, for example, I just go to, like, Famous Footwear, okay? Like, a week before school starts. And I just buy all their shoes. Every shoe they have, every size, every color, men's, women's, just buy all the shoes. Just load it up in, like, a U-Haul van and just leave. And then the van would leave, but I'd kind of hang out and watch just the anger of the people that are like, I need shoes. And they're like, we don't have any shoes.
I think it would be utter confusion. Not anger.
Yeah. They wouldn't know what to do. They wouldn't know what to be mad at them or me. You know?
I think it would be only crazier if you hired a bunch of people to steal people's shoes and then go to their like what would be their neighborhood shoe store and take all their shoes. So now you have angry, shoeless people.
That's a good point.
But then what do you think the salesperson's going to do? They're going to be like, that fucking guy took them.
They're like, I had shoes 30 minutes ago and now I have no shoes. And the people are like, I had shoes 30 minutes ago and now I have no shoes. And now there's all these, like, you got your shoe people and your people with no shoes staring at each other, not having any idea what to do.
And they all look at you and you don't know what to do because it wasn't like a thoroughly thought out. Like you just wanted shoes.
I just wanted all the shoes.
All the shoes.
Yeah, I'm like Imelda Marcos in the modern day version. I want all shoes.
It's almost like you're...
By the way, none of you are going to get that.
It's almost like a whale at a casino where they're like, oh my God, they're going to bankrupt us. But I guarantee you that owner's like, holy shit, I'm good now.
Oh, their sales are fine. They don't care.
All the shoes.
They're going to be like, hey, what are your sales today? They were like $400,000. And they're like, really? You did 12,000 last year.
Yeah. Could you,
it's going to be so
like,
over the top.
They've got like not only do they have like the IRS, but like corporate, like their bookkeepers are like, you're fucking cooking the books. I know you're
There's
fucking
no
doing
way
that.
this is right.
And then they're like, no, this guy literally walked in and just bought all the shoes. We did like we tried to ask him, and he just said, I just want all the shoes.
Or like the first day the McRib comes out, I just go buy all the McRibs.
All the McRibs.
At as many McDonald's as I can.
So what you should do is when it comes out is just buy all the McDonald's around you, and then don't sell. Say we have
Just tell them we're sold out.
We have it.
Like I'll be back behind the counter like eating a McRib, and they order one. I'm like, we're all out. And I've got like barbecue sauce just dripping down me.
I think a lot of these just turn into because you're still there because you want to witness.
Oh
the
yeah,
event,
it wouldn't be worth it if you didn't get to see the results.
that you're still there, and they have to be like, I don't look at this guy.
No, this fat fuck has a McRib. Why don't I have a McRib?
And then they go, oh no, that's the owner. He has all the McRibs. Like he has all of them. Or like go to Taco Bell when they put out their fucking all of their like just like buy all the Taco Bell. Like, can you imagine?
Just go in there and be like, I'd like your what's the pack of like 10 tacos or whatever.
Is it a grande
something like
meal or
that? And just be
something
like, how many shells do you have? And they're like, we have 437. I'd be like, I'll take those. And then every car, like there's 23 cars behind you at 2 a.m. Drunk and hungry, and now they can't get any tacos.
So
and I'll just pull forward and just sit there and eat tacos while they're pulling out disappointed.
In a weird way, you're almost like the fucking Grinch.
Kind of.
You're just stealing joy from people.
Yeah.
like
yeah, it is.
Shoes, food. Like there's where does it end? Like that's what
I mean, I could get really ugly with it. Like, I could go to like a soup kitchen and like buy all the soup. And then just every person that comes in, like I'm like going in, and as they do, I just pour out a ladle of soup. Like,
like it goes in my bowl, right?
But then at the end, I'd be like, okay, just kidding. I got tacos for everybody because I still have all these fucking
still
tacos.
have all the tacos.
Yeah, so I'd still feed them.
And
but I'd
guess
put
what?
them.
And guess what? Homeless people, shoes for you. And
yeah,
you.
shoes for everybody. Tacos, and they go home happy. I go home happy.
That would be a great documentary.
The store managers go home happy. The only people that don't go home happy are the people that went there to get tacos.
Hey, those fucking privileged people.
Yeah,
wanting shoes and Taco
shit.
Bell.
Yeah.
Can you imagine all those homeless people eating Taco Bell? Like just what the streets would look
Oh
like.
God, it would be horrible.
Just
piles of runs up and down.
Fucking beautiful shoes.
Oh yeah, they're
So
fucking wearing Kobe 9s, or I don't even know if it's a shoe.
Could you imagine
with just shit running out of their pants?
Could you imagine? That would be a great documentary where it follows you and all you do is just steal. They call it like the joy stealing, where you're taking all these things and then I don't want you to die, but somehow you disappear or something, and then they're like, and then it's edited where you're giving everything to like soup kitchens and homeless.
It's almost
people
like Pay It Backwards.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah.
That'd be a good name for the show. Pay It Backwards.
Pay It Backwards, or I think there's one already called Shower Beers. But I think it would be Shower Beers with King. I like that. I like that because real quick on this because we're about 10 minutes. That's pretty good. Do you remember I was working one night and you call me and you go, so I'm in the beer drinking, or I'm in the shower drinking a beer, and I go, of course, who doesn't drink a beer in the shower?
That's why that thing's hanging on the shower head for soap, shampoo, and your beer.
In your beer, not like a razor or anything like that. So then I go, of course you are. And we had earlier talked about like what your deal was, right? Like what do you have? Like all these different things, and things flew. But then you said it hit you. What hit you? Do you remember what hit you in the shower?
I remember it was a diagnosis. It's very rare. I might be
not on WebMD even.
No, you can't find it on WebMD. It's called ARS.
ARS.
It stands for Alcohol Rage Syndrome. And it's not like, okay, I drink this much alcohol, now I feel rage. It's how much alcohol do I have to drink to suppress my rage and enjoy my shower and then relax.
Gotcha.
So,
but most people find a shower relax. Do you just go in there like
Oh yeah. Oh, everything's tense. I'm just like fucking soap.
And tell me you have like that lava soap, like the
Oh yeah, it's like
construction workers to get
that
concrete off their
pumice
skin.
soap. Those like this is like sandpaper, just skin flakes coming off. And I'm like, oh my god, fucking.
And not like I'm gonna listen to.
And it's all because somebody cut me off or was mad because I didn't
little
have
thing.
pork and beans or something.
Something they didn't have taco shells. You're
Right.
like, what the fuck?
That's because I have the taco shells.
You have the
bitch.
taco shells. So you came to this epiphany that was your diagnosis.
Yeah.
And in a weird way, when you were talking to me about it, it wasn't like in a weird way joking. Like it was kind of a jokingly way. But then you were like, pretty sure this is what I have.
Yeah, this is a real
like,
thing.
Like it's a
Yeah.
it's a fucking real.
It's very
condition.
rare, but I somehow contracted it.
I love that you get home and you're just
That's like, yeah, like some people come home and like they beat their wives or they abuse their kids. Me, I'm not in a relationship or with people, so I have to just take it out on myself.
look in a mirror.
Yeah, so I'm just like, fuck you. It's like the only thing that'll help is like, okay.
You take like a belt and you're like,
take
the Da Vinci Code, just
Yeah.
like slapping yourself.
So you got to get it out somehow. So you do it through alcohol rage syndrome.
Would you say like copious amounts of alcohol?
No, it just depends on the day. Sometimes you're kind of worn out. It might only take a couple. Other days, it's like, that was the worst fucking day I've had in months. I'm not going to sleep until I can't stay awake anymore.
Gotcha.
happens.
So it's not about alcohol giving you rage. It's about the alcohol
Yeah,
suppressing the
keeping
rage.
the rage from coming out.
Like a Hulk. Like
yeah.
an alcoholic Hulk.
Mhm.
Kind of mad. Like
Except instead of green, I'm yellow
it's just,
because my liver's failing.
just
Like jaundice is starting to set in.
You're on dialysis. You're on dialysis.
The fucking guy cut me off.
It's a guy cutting you off. I went to the store. There are no fucking shoes.
I just needed milk to feed my family, and they're out of milk. Now I have to go to another store. Not knowing that I just went to that store afterwards and got their milk too.
So, and you were talking about that you would take all the milk.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you're just going to take what people need.
Yeah.
What about like bread? Like the
And I
bread?
could be selfish. I could set up my own store and then sell it for a profit. But no, I'm just going to literally like hoard it until like masses form in the streets and then just dump it out.
That makes just like into those poor cows. Like what the fuck, dude?
Like it'll run down like this thing that we've built and there'll be like a bunch of homeless people at the bottom with cups, like little cups just to collect the milk. And I'm not an asshole,
You know what I think I'd do is I'd go to all the dog shelters and like cat shelters and everything like that, and I would buy them all. Now that sounds good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it is good. But then what I would do is I would attach various amounts of money to different animals and let them go. So now it's like a scavenger hunt.
No, everybody's
but
looking
with
for
animals.
like they might see a dog and like he's cute, but he only has $80 on him.
Like you tackle.
So they
it,
have to
you
like
rip that
push
money
him
off.
aside to go find the one with more money.
Exactly. And then I
get
think,
it.
but I think in the mix, a lot of people will find their forever animals. Right? It's kind of a nice little. Now the ones with behavioral problems are they're actually gonna have like a stack on them, right?
Mhm.
Like you didn't ever see the Hunger Games, did you?
No.
Okay, so like the Hunger Games, like the more deadly a person is, the higher their number is.
Mhm.
So it's like those problem animals, right? Like the wolf hybrids, the fucking barn cats. They're gonna have like hundreds of dollars attached to them to make it worth your while to hunt.
Look, I
And you
really
can't
want
kill
one of
them.
those.
You can't kill them.
Yeah.
Like you can't kill them. Because I think it might just turn into a fucking just a slaughter
Like
of
the
people,
the animal purge.
or like just an animal. Oh my god! If I had all the money, I would just have a purge. Could you imagine just doing a purge day? You pay.
I think there
all
should
the
be
politicians.
one day every 5 years that's just Grand Theft Auto Day.
Grand Theft Auto Day.
You just do what you want.
Now with your own, like obviously you can't steal your own, but can you tell your buddy like, "Hey, it's Grand Theft Auto Day. Come steal my car."
Grab that car and go hit that pedestrian. Go get a hooker. Then after she's done blowing you, you kill her and take your money back.
There you
Just
go.
like any Grand Theft Auto game.
ooh, if you had all the money, you could basically buy a TV station and just, or a satellite even, and just broadcast. What would you fucking broadcast? The 1972 Red Sox.
That's what I'd want to do, but probably just to be, because at this point I'm just being annoying. You know, I'm buying the milk, the pants, the bread, whatever I'm buying. So at this point they expect me to be annoying. So I would probably just buy Rick Astley's entire catalog.
The entire of one song.
And just play Never Gonna Give You Up on a loop constantly on all the channels that I own.
Just on, you'd be like Ted Turner.
Yeah.
That would be, and what would you call it, like the Rick Astley station? That would be good. Can you,
RAS.
Now,
not to be confused with ARS.
What if you did like Hadaway? Like you did Hadaway. Who was the Anaforma?
What's his name?
I did boom boom down. He licky leaky boom boom down. That's what he did.
I know you're talking about.
In
Snow? Was it Snow?
Snow. Yeah, it was Snow.
I think Mambo number 5 needs to be in there.
I could definitely see that. And just playing on repeat, and also their music videos. If they don't have a music video, we make a music video for them.
Yeah.
I would almost put an Ace of Base in there a little bit, or Macarena. Oh, fucking Macarena.
Oh yeah,
you gotta put Macarena in that shit.
You gotta put Macarena in there.
I mean,
so it's literally like 7 songs just repeated over and over.
I mean, it's kind of a.
And at this point, I've bought like 8 stations, so you can't even change it without getting to another song on that playlist. You go up
to Google and you go, "Hey, here's the deal. I have all the money. You're gonna make me a state. Like, I want a station. Like, you could totally. I like that idea though. Maybe not. Or who was the pump up the jam, pump it up?
What were they called?
CC Music
CNC
Factory.
Music Factory.
Were they that?
Might have been. I can't remember. I don't know.
That would be. I think that would have that. Or maybe a Vanilla Ice. Oh my God! You know what I would do? I would play on repeat for eternity, or even send it out into space. That song he did for the Ninja Turtles movie back in like Ninja Turtles 2. Ninja rap. Yes. I would do ninja rap.
Oh God. Ninja.
So with you do one good thing. One human, like your last thing.
I would totally donate to charity. As much as I spent on fucking with people, I would still donate that amount to charity.
But whatever. I get it. Like, charity. But what was like the one nice thing you would do? Let's just say for everyone. You do something nice for everyone.
Honestly, after jacking with all the people that have money but now can't spend it, I would probably put it towards feeding homeless people, helping people out that are on welfare or can't get off of it, or people that are trying to work 3 jobs and can't get off of it. I'd do some good with it.
I don't really like to see how this because I slowly it turns
But at the same time, I'd probably buy a space shuttle and put a bunch of assholes on it and just send them up, convince them that they're on a real mission.
Okay.
And then God, we're gonna be the first people to land on Mars.
Armageddon.
Yeah, they're gonna be the first ones to land on Mars. I tell them there's sustainable water. We've been growing plants on there for years. Like, it's ready to be inhabited. And as soon as they take off and they're out of the atmosphere, they'd be like, yeah, you guys are going to die as soon as you land on Mars.
Oh my God, that took such a fucking dark turn.
But I would vet the people that were on it, I wouldn't just put strangers on it.
Just assholes.
Oh, you were a child molester 17 years ago. Hop on in, brother. There's a new world waiting for you.
So... There's aliens to molest. So
you haven't lived till you've molested an alien, baby.
Slowly, and this is what I was hoping it would turn into, is you sitting on a giant throne, and someone comes up to you and goes, "I work 3 jobs. I don't, I have 4 kids, and and then it's like, what's your criminal record? And then if they're like, oh, I don't have one, money. You get money or death, money or death.
I'd give them some money and I'd be like, here's money for food. Here's money for condoms.
Okay.
If you have another kid, you're not going to get any more.
No. So you only give them the one you don't get any more money.
Right.
You have another kid.
Yeah. If you're already in a financial burden and you have 3 kids and you're on welfare, and I reach out a hand to you, or I extend an olive branch and I help you out, you're not allowed. You can't have another kid. Like, you're just putting yourself. You're going the wrong direction.
Gotcha.
You take care of the 3 you got.
Do you give them
That's why I gave you the money.
Do you give them like a caseworker to make sure like
I might. Yeah, I'll probably hire a bunch of homeless caseworkers.
The homeless people.
I don't know how I know this.
How
many
are
homeless
they qualified to be? They qualified to be in a closure.
Hey, are you homeless? Yeah. All right, come advise this family.
A lot
on
of
how to-
homeless people have schizophrenia and are mental issues that you're gonna put them in charge of.
Like, you send this family to the counter with 3 kids, and they're talking, and the homeless guy's just eating a pencil, just, and they're like, "We really need help," and he's like, "Thank you."
They come
Emily, like his wife from 20 years ago.
They come back to you and they go, "Hey, Grand Poobah, I don't want to say that I don't appreciate the money and everything like that, but that caseworker you gave us, even though he has really nice shoes, they're great,
Great shoes. I
shoes.
liked his look. He seemed to have shit himself right before we got in there.
He constantly smells of feces and has a pet rat. Can we get another? Like, I don't want to. If it doesn't work, I get it, but can we get another?
And I would say, sure, I'll give you another one. And the next guy has like 8 coats and like 3 headphones on top of each other that none of them work.
In a shopping cart.
And he just freeze. Yeah, a shopping cart from a Walmart. Yeah, it's inside and he's still freezing. He's just.
And you go.
He's just got a shopping cart full of fucking like Walmart plastic bags full of empty cans.
Gotcha.
That's like his
that's
whole existence.
That hey, watch your mouth. That's his life savings that he
No,
carries
I
around
agree.
with him.
And I'd
But
probably slip my
And
hundo.
you go, hey, shitty, you're not there. Chili, get in there, Chili. Oh, Mr. Chills.
Yeah. So now they're like, oh, now I got to deal with this guy. I better find a way to make it work because I'm just going to get more of these people.
I like it.
I feel like there's no losers in that scenario.
I feel like. Oh, you're onto something? I feel
Except
like
the
there's-
people that go to buy shoes the next day and they haven't replenished. Those are really the only losers.
But also, you're creating jobs by fucking who keeps buying all these
Yeah.
fucking shoes?
They're going to have to have Martha Stewart buy more sweatshops
More sweatshops
to get those shoes going.
And so what if you slowly just like create a culture of like sweatshops and like
Yeah.
like these poor
Like, it has a whole reverse effect
but
of what
you're
I'm
like
trying
we're
to
getting
do.
people off welfare and we're getting homeless people social workers, which takes at least a 4-year degree to be able to.
Meanwhile, there's 4-year-old babies trying to make Air Jordans.
I would buy all the Air Jordans for myself.
Mm.
Love
What
it.
if you just bought the air that goes in them?
What if you just
And everybody now just had Air
You find a-
Jordans
you
that
find
are
a-
just flat. Just
you find a scientist to be like, I want all the air for myself. Get rid of it. Oh, jeez.
I'd be like, all right, we can probably do that, but not everywhere because that's inhumane. We'll get Chicago, Detroit, St. Louis, like the Bronx.
I think you should
LA, like
just-
all the real shitholes.
Just start with Detroit because like that.
Yeah,
have that be your
Detroit and
control,
Chicago have to be the first two.
You know, I mean, just buy Chicago. That would be a bad idea.
I might buy Greenland and move all the people in Chicago to Greenland. Give them more room to fire.
Love it. Thanks, guys. I've been JT.
Keg.
And I guess we're gonna keep doing it until someone stops. Until someone gives us all the money or pays someone to stop us to do
I'm coming after your shoes and your pants.
milk and various products to inconvenience your life by
That's what I'm here
small
for.
amounts. And also from one store. That's my favorite part. It's from one store.
Oh yeah.
Like not.
You just have
not
to go
all the
another block
grocery
down and you're
stores.
fine. But when you come in my neighborhood,
It's
you got to
such
put
a-
some respect
oh.
on my name.
Till next time, guys. Bye.